Power Couple, and today I'll be talking about episode 13 of season 5, Migration. So, without further ado, let's begin. So, we start off the episode in which Marinette actually, for once, arrives on time to Luca and Julica's houseboat, and she gives him like a signal that she wants to talk in private with him. So they do, and then she gets all like flustered because she says like, oh no, why am I talking to you about this? And this meaning that she's having trouble trying to tell Adrian things that she can't even tell herself, which is fair. We've all been there. And it's like Luca reassures her that, it's okay. So then after that, Marinette is going to go back upstairs onto the deck and surprise, surprise, Adrian and Marinette just have to run into each other. And I love how Luca views them as Marinette and Adrian and Ladybug and Cat Noir. It's adorable. And it further shows that the knowledge that he knows about Ladybug and Cat Noir's true identities will be further explained in this episode, which is about time, considering we went from episode 18, Wishmaker of season 4, to episode 13 of season 5, until this plot development actually progresses within the story, because we found out and then they never explained or expanded on it further on until now, which is a little bit annoying in terms of writing. Moving on, Adrian also talks to Luca in privately about having a relationship and is like, can you still love someone without actually knowing all sides of them? So then Luca actually explains that no one really knows the true side of him, and it's making me curious now, is like, what is the true side of Luca? I have no idea. So then Jagged Stone also arrives, so again from like the window, and I'm like, how long is he hanging there? Because that seems a little bit dangerous. And then Penny appears, so it looks like basically Luca is everyone's therapist, and as like a 14, 15-year-old boy, he should not have to listen to everyone's personal issues and then learning to give advice about that, because professionals exist for a reason, and sure, he can express his opinion about how to solve a problem, but he can't really explain it in like really extensive detail that professional psychologists can. And then Bob Roth appears on the ship and discovers that Luca is Jagged's son and makes fun of Anarka for having kids with Jagged Stone. So then she kind of gets a little rattled here and pretty much chucks Bob Roth off into the sun, which was actually very enjoyable to see. So then he persuades Luca and the rest of Kitty's section to sign a contract as him being the producer. And I'm like, why? He promised to get back to them, and it was months, and he's like, he never did. And then once they did sign it, and I'm not sure why they signed it without reading it, it turns out that he tricked them and that he fires everyone except Luca so that he can actually make some money, which is quite selfish to turn a 14, 15-year-old boy into a superstar against his wishes. Also, why would his mother allow them, so Luca and Julica, to sign without at least checking it over first? Then Luca gets so upset because he blames himself since he allowed the band to sign the contract of Bob Roth that he gets nearly akumatized. Unfortunately, due to Luca's strong resistance and fear to the Akuma monarch, discovers that he knows the identities of Ladybug and Cat Noir. And Luca broke his guitar in order to break free of the Akuma. Now, this is very significant because the guitar is a very important piece of his life, and he is willing to give it all away to protect his friends. That is true friendship. Then, Monarch decides to akumatize Bob Roth, and he has the power of migration. Surprise, surprise. Name of the episode, Migration. Anyway, so then he has this flying disc or record that's golden, and whenever it touches a person, they turn into a record and start pretty much singing a song that includes whatever is in their heart. It is a beautiful melody, but also kind of creepy. So then Luca helps Marinette and Adrien transform into Ladybug and Cat Noir. And while Marinette / Ladybug is getting Luca out of the sticky situation, Cat Noir takes care of the villain and says that he is a terrible singer. Now note that this episode's come right after Perfection, the episode in which Adrien sang his song that he wrote for Marinette. Now he's saying that he's a terrible singer, but the fact that he thinks he's a terrible singer and steps out of his comfort zone to sing for the girl he loves is very significant and proves how far Adrien will go to show his love for Marinette. Ladybug then summons up her lucky charm, and in order for it to work, Luca has to be bait. However, we all know that Luca knows who Ladybug and Cat Noir are, so if he gets hit, he would obviously reveal that secret. So he tries to tell her. She doesn't really understand what he means the first time, so he says it again. And then she's quite shocked and flabbergasted to know that he knows both of their identities, and then she just starts self-doubting everything she did. And then obviously she gets reassured by Luca, so I don't know why he decides to act as bait, and he is very, very, very close to telling a big secret. So then they defeat the villain, and she summons up her miraculous Ladybug, the magical charm, and everything's restored. But then Luca says that he's going to have to leave Paris and quit the band because he knows both Ladybug and Cat Noir's secret identities. And his father, Jagged Stone, actually tore up his contracts and is willing to go with Luca somewhere to protect Paris and spend more time with his son. And Penny also volunteers to go. And she also offers to help him catch up on schoolwork while they're gone. I think they go to Brazil, but that's just a long shot guess. But the end card is very beautiful though. Well, that's the end of the episode, guys. I did quite enjoy it. However, I didn't enjoy that they just magically popped up that Luca knows the secret identities of Ladybug and Cat Noir without further developing on that plot point first. Obviously it happens, but this is one of the flaws that the miraculous script writers have. They add one very important, extremely important plot point, but then it's like, oh well, we'll just forget about that for now. And then many episodes later, it's like, oh yeah, we should just add this to make sure it makes sense. So that was a little disappointing, and it's also sad to see that we probably won't see much of Luca anytime soon, probably until the end of the season. So that was kind of sad because I was looking forward to seeing him more and how his knowledge of knowing Ladybug and Cat Noir's secret identities would play out. So what did you guys think of the episode? Like it? Hate it? Not your favorite? Be sure to let me know in the comments section down below. And before I close up, I do know that the Miraculous Awakening trailer has come out at last, and that there is a preview for it on June 11th in France, which unfortunately I won't be able to go, so I thought I'd let you guys know that beforehand. My analysis for the Awakening trailer will be going up either tomorrow or the next day, so stay tuned for that. As always, I send my infinite love to you all, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!